In December 2019, the movie Kucumbu Tubuh Indahku or Memories of My Body brought home the Best Picture award from the 13th Indonesian Film Festival. That night, the film won 8 prestigious awards out of 12 nominations, including Best Director for Garin Nugroho. But before all the awards, the film had gone through threats of censorship because of its homoerotic nature. Certain religious organizations rejected the film screening in theaters in several provinces. The region of Kuburaya in West Kalimantan issued a letter preventing the film from being screened in the region. Similar moves were made in Depok in West Java, Pontianak in West Kalimantan, and Padang in West Sumatra. Most opponents claim that the movie would have a negative impact on society because of its LGBT content. Kucumbu Tubuh Indahku might be the last prominent movie to have centered on LGBT characters in the past 3 years. But this was not the case about a decade ago, when a number of films explored this kind of theme in theaters. So why have this film stopped appearing as regularly? Kucumbu Tubuh Indahku was not the first LGBT film to win at the Citra Awards. In 2004, Arisan won Best Picture. Written by Joko Anwar and directed by Nia Dinata, the film, which brought Tora Sudiro's name to fame, showed the country's first on-screen gay kiss. Still, the movie was well received by the public and critics. After Arisan, the trend of LGBT films continued. Indonesia saw Berbagi Suami, Detik Terakhir, and Coklat Strawberry, most of which were liked by the audiences. In 2010, the nation even saw comic actor Aming playing in Madam X as the titular character, a transgender superhero. So why are we seeing fewer LGBT films now?
Karena ada retorika kebencian terhadap kelompok LGBT sendiri seperti yang sudahlah underrepresented, punya stigma dan stereotip yang buruk gitu. Dan retorika kebencian itu juga naik ternyata seiring setelah demokrasi 1998, kekerasan terhadap LGBT itu makin meningkat, dan itu jadi satu atau dua faktor yang bikin story tentang LGBT itu jadi makin redup.
This is Aulia Adam, a Jakarta-based journalist who writes about films in Indonesia. A survey in 2018 from pollster Saiful Mujani Research and Consulting showed that 80% of 1,200 respondents considered the LGBT community a threat. 81% of that group said it was prohibited by the religion. Adam said this factor might push the Indonesian film industry to avoid LGBT themes for their movies, as they would not be marketable to a wide audience. It is also difficult for queer communities to represent themselves in the industry. Only people with enough resources can create films with LGBT themes.
For example, Mas Garin Memories of My Body. I think it's a good example for us to see that the situation is not very, good for the group itself. So we need the cheese hat male director to tell the story about the community.
Adam also said LGBT characters were often misrepresented.
I think I can say that at least in the last decade, LGBT characters kayak more likely appear as the punchline to a bad joke, kayak padahal kan bisa kayak kompleks dan nuance gitu. Kayak sebenarnya pernah ada film-film yang cukup karakternya cukup kompleks dan cukup nuance di sinema Indonesia, tapi makin ke belakang yang makin kerasa ya itu tadi kayak karakter-karakter LGBT yang hadir makin underrepresented secara angka makin kecil, terus yang ada juga ya nggak cukup kompleks dan nuance lagi, cenderung satu tone, same note.
But this doesn't mean Indonesian filmmakers have completely stopped making films about LGBT issues. They just rarely do it for the big screen.
Kalau kita lihat sih film-film LGBT yang rilis juga nggak banyak yang di mainstream gitu. Kebanyakan kan di festival atau di OTT. Tapi untuk secara general sih publik Indonesia kayaknya belum siap kayak Thailand lah untuk bisa merepresentasikan teman-teman LGBT di industri film.
This is Fahri Aljupri, an aspiring filmmaker who has an interest in showcasing LGBT issues. Most of his work touches the issue of sexuality and spirituality. His latest short film, Wiwitan, for example, tells the story of a religious man who is confused about his sexual identity. What makes you interested in digging deeper into such a theme?
Sebenarnya tujuan utama bikin film ya bukan dulu nggak ngelihat apakah industri sedang membutuhkan atau tidak sih gitu. Tapi karena emang lahir dari keinginan untuk bercerita aja, ada banyak hal yang pengen diutarakan, pengen dipertanyakan, itu pengen didiskusikan. Jadi ya tujuannya bukan untuk industri sebenarnya dari awal, bukan untuk kayak di Indonesia kurang yuk kita bikin lebih banyak, karena sampai sekarang pun saya belum bikin yang baru kan. Karena emang belum ada cerita yang kayaknya harus diutarakan sekarang gitu.
Knowing the public might not be ready for the themes in his work, Fahri carefully selects the platforms on which he publishes his movies. Despite his care, he says he still gets negative feedback.
Kalau yang negatif sih sebenarnya udah biasa ya, namanya Indonesia gitu. Komen negatif udah wajar gitu. Sampai ada yang dulu bikin artikel kamu. Oh iya ini katanya filmmaker ini membuat propaganda film LGBT. Tapi wow, propaganda, siapalah aku ini bikin propaganda gitu kan. Tapi itu kan bagian dari diskusi ya, jadi ya yang negatif ada, tapi nggak banyak sih. Karena emang saya juga milih-milih tempat di mana rilisnya.
While the film industry and the moviegoers remain reluctant to accept films with LGBT issues, many hopes that creators can still express themselves more freely without fear of persecution.
Satu banci mati di Jakarta, gak akan ada yang nyari.